Alright, here we are, back on the 66 Lightning. Kind of got sidetracked with some house projects. Yeah, back to the doing the oil filter thing here. Here's the adapter, there's the filter, and I got new swing arm bushings. Gonna replace them. But this I welded this on there for that oil filter mount. Not sure it's the greatest idea, but I think it'll be okay. Time will tell. But I'm gonna cut this out here. I'm gonna section this out, get it to match the swing arm. Kind of, you know, I misdrilled it, if you will, and then I flipped it around the other way and re-drilled it. But yeah, I'm happy with where that is at there. I was thinking using a license plate at one time to maybe just use those holes and make a little guard for the filter, but I don't really think it's necessary. I don't ride in the rain. Don't ride dirt roads or nothing. That's a pretty good plate. If I were to do that, I think I'd use one of these cans and I wouldn't use these holes on there. I think I'd just extend this fender. It's been cut. It's already been kind of hacked on. Somebody already cut it. I looked at the other bike over there, somebody cut that one too, so maybe just leave it the way it is, and then just, like I said, section this right here out, this plate here, get it to match the swing arm so it looks a little bit better. Yeah, so get that cut, and then swap these bushings, and get the swing arm back on there, and get this thing as a roller once again. I can start deciding on what engine's going to go in. There's the original engine, hasn't been apart, and then there's a rebuilt engine. I got to sleep on that. We'll see. But all right, I'm going to get to hacking and whacking on this thing. All right, started cutting it, a little bit crooked. I'll clean that up though. I was going to go changing up the disc, but actually the little one worked a lot better, obviously, for manipulating it here. I think give it a few tugs on some pliers, it'll pop out, and I'll get it cleaned up. All right, got that cleaned up, looks a little better. Obviously still need to paint it. Yeah, nicked it there to a little bit there at the wheel and on the top there. Yeah, little sanding disc file action. It's time to get ready to start pushing these bushings out. Gonna try the hole saw method that somebody posted on Facebook. I was asking about a good way to get them out. People say burn them, drill them. Then there was the hole saw. Somebody got commented on that one. So I'm gonna try the hole saw thing first. Comes down to it, I guess there's the old burn them. To try to get the center one out from the rubber there, and then get the outer one out. I mentioned using a press. I think that's how I'll put them in. But yeah, time to get these things out. All right, so I drilled into it with the hole saw. Definitely eats through it pretty quick, but eventually, see down in there, that bottom's out, eventually in there. I grabbed it with those pliers there. It is moving around. The inner bushing is moving around, getting some movement out of it. Might take a long drill bit and drill around in there. Something that'll go deeper than that hole saw. It's kind of hard to see in there. I'll take a pick and poke around first. All right, quick comparison with that hole saw and the new bushing. Yeah, obviously it's the bushing part, the rubber part's deeper. Let me see here. So yeah, a little bit of drilling. There we go. Oh, whatever. Stuff just wants to roll. Yeah, a little bit of drilling with a long drill bit. I think it'll weaken it up enough where I can grab it with some pliers and pull it out of there. Then work on getting the outer one out. All right, yeah, I tried a drill bit thing, broke a few drill bits. Ended up taking a torch to it. And yeah, it definitely stinks. Anyhow, stuck it out here at the rest of the crap burning. All right, that was pretty stinky. Yeah, you can see further down in there, get the light right. See the other one in there and the spacer. I'm going to use that hole saw again on the other side, and then I'll probably won't mess around with the drill bit thing. I'll torch the last bit out. So maybe using the hole saw, keep the stink down a little bit. All right, getting ready to work on the swing arm here. Gonna take a Dremel, try getting those outer bushings out. Anyhow, yeah, I ordered some levers. Well, I ordered one a while back for my bike, the 66. It had this choke lever on it, and probably not gonna be running any choke, so I won't order that lever. And then it's a map. Couldn't find the part number there. Yeah, see the part number. Yeah, couldn't. On our website, they didn't have the matching one anymore. Came across this one on eBay. It's pretty similar. Actually, got it from this guy here. If you want to sell some stuff, looks like he buys some stuff and he sells stuff. But yeah, here's the original clutch lever. They cleaned up actually pretty decent. I might just end up using those on my 66 and put those on the, there's a 70 up there that's missing all kinds of stuff. Cables, levers, carburetors, yeah, it's seat, quite a few things, but got a rebuilt engine, new harness on it. Looks like it was a restoration. Somebody lost interest, or who knows what happened. It was an auction bike. But anyhow, yeah. Got a little distracted looking at levers this morning, decided what I was going to run. I think I'm going to run the original ones, even though I'm not doing the choke. We'll see. Yeah, maybe I'll run chokes. Got quite a bit more to do before I got to worry about what I'm doing with my carbs. Yeah. Gonna get the Dremel out and I'm gonna just kind of score it, make a score down through there. Don't know if I'm gonna burn it all the way through or not. Get it scored, maybe see if it can chisel it from there. We'll see. Okay, there's the outer sleeve. I tried doing the Dremel. It was taking quite a bit. It was taking a little longer than I like, so I used the old press, and yeah, that material is much softer than I realized. It mushroomed up when it see down in there, when it hit up when it got butted up into the middle spacer in there. It goes in between the two swing arm bushes. They mushroomed up and got a little ugly. Yeah, but it's out. At this point, I'm gonna just try pushing the other side out with this spacer and see what happens. Worst that's gonna happen is gonna mushroom and turn into a mess like the other side. Very possible. Anyhow, yeah. You can see what some of the guys said online, how these are ugly to get out. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of this before. It happens. I was heading to work and I was like, well, why didn't I just, use a Sawzall? Yep. So I got that scored. I'm going to give it a whack with the chisel, see what happens. All right, basically scored that thing with the Sawzall. Got a little chisel and screwdriver, kind of working at it with the hammer here. And I don't think I'll have to make another cut. I think I should be able to break that down the middle and pull it out. Well, little by little, it's tearing apart. Definitely a booger to get out of there, that's for sure. All right, beating on it. Screwdriver's getting bigger and bigger as we go. Loose now. I should be able to see here. There we go. Yeah. It's kind of a fight there, that one, yeah. Well, at least came out better than the other one. Here's the pieces from the other side, the first try. Yeah, a little bit too much of that made quite a mess. Wow. So yeah, those things, yeah, they can, they definitely are a little tricky to get out. No, I shouldn't say tricky. I should have just, once that hit me there, driving to work, like I said, why didn't I just score at the Sawzall? I was trying to use that Dremel and, well, it's kind of spinning my tires on that one, if you will. Yeah, definitely go to the Sawzall right away. I hole sawed them out, the inners, and then hit them with a torch, and then they slid right out. But yeah, definitely score that thing, the Sawzall, and then chisel and hammer away till you can pull it out. All right. Well, some stuff got a little boogered up in there in the whole process of this. Does it help? There's like a gouge from the screwdriver chisel from splitting the one. A burr, if you will. You gotta see that burr. And I used a 6-inch blade. I could have used a 3, but I think it would have been banging off the swing arm. I should have just held it out a little further away. Lesson learned. Yeah, I got a little too far in there and cut in that spacer. I'll clean that up. And can't really tell maybe from the other side. When I was using a drill bit, there's some drill marks on the other side. It walked across it too. I'm gonna clean that all up. We got the old pencil grinder on the old Black & Decker here. Yeah, little casualties of war, not a big issue. At the end of the world. It'll clean up, dress it out. I threw the new ones in the freezer there. Let those sit overnight. I need to sleep on if I'm gonna try to mangle them in with the press or a threaded rod and you know, suck them in at the same time. I gotta see what I got for threaded rod laying around. But first, let's get this cleaned up here. All right, got that cleaned up. That one gouge went in there further than I thought it did, but be all right. I'm gonna flip it over and get the other side. I also got some up the side here. There's a few walk marks. So wait, there might be another one. All right, stand by. All right, this is the first side I did. This side definitely took a beating. Couple walk marks in there, or chisel marks, I should say. Burrs. I'll get up on the kind of the top there, kind of see them. But you can see the drill bit. I drilled, was drilling a rubber, the hole saw. Then I got a long bit to work out the rest of the rubber. I should have just hit it with the torch, probably all together, but heated up and melted it to pull the inner one out. Lesson learned. I'm gonna dress that stuff up, and the outer part of this out here too, and the outside of the swing arm here got a little banged up. All right, Now looking in here, these here's the inner bush. I'll do that in there. You can see that it doesn't like use it. The swing arm middle bushing, it doesn't really use that for any type of support. Those inner bushes, on the ones I'm replacing, they butt up to each other, and the outer bush sits flush. The outer edge of the swing arm here. So, yeah, I'm just going to clean up where there's a few marks here and there where the outer bush would ride, and I'll probably do those ones in there just for shits and giggles there, I guess. There's an edge. When I pushed the, when I was pushing the outer bush into that swing arm middle bush, it butted up against it and created an edge there. You can see it kind of pushed it. It smushed the, crushed the outer bush. Excuse me. But yeah, that is removable as far as I know, but this one is either just seized in there from age. So I was trying to use the outer bush to push the other side out. You know, I was trying to press it out. That thing never budged. I did weld that bracket on there. I don't think it could have put some heat to it. But either way, it's still stuck in there. Anyhow, I'm gonna clean up where the outer bush rides, and also like it. All right, got cleaned up there. The burrs are gone. Going to put some primer on it tomorrow. You know, the outer stuff, not the inner. Just do some touch up. Well, actually, probably hold off till after I put the bushings in, and then I'll do some touch up. That's a better idea. All right, getting set up here, slowly but surely. Getting back to these bushings. Got that cleaned up. Bushings are still in the freezer. Gonna pull them out here shortly. Just got to finish up with this thing here. But yeah, get that all finished up, and then it's back to the fun stuff, back to the bike stuff. All right, back at it here. Hopefully you can hear me over the heater. Just got out here in the morning. Did not get. I thought I was going to get on it yesterday, but I didn't. Got that little blue, little eco car out of here, little gas getter. Yeah, gonna get this bushing started. Got a socket here. Bushing's been sitting in the freezer for a while. Gonna get it started. I don't want to start it in the press, but yeah, I'm gonna get it started on here. It's sitting pretty flush. So here we go. All right, I hammered it down a little bit. I'm gonna push it down in here on the press. Go a lot smoother. All right, got her thrown up in here. Gonna just push it down. Get it flush there, the outer sleeve flush with the edge of the swing arm there. The inner sleeve protrudes a little bit. It's rocking and rolling here. Obviously this thing's not mounted down. I didn't have any all thread. I read online some guys use all thread, but obviously you got to press. Use the press. Yeah, I stopped the video there for a minute. No sense of me sitting there pumping and watching, but yeah, I'm gonna get it Get the outer sleeve here. I don't want to go too far. Just want to get it even where. I'm gonna take that socket off, take a look. It looks pretty good though. Well, I got it. Yeah, I got it here set up. Gonna get this one, the next one started. Do a socket under there. And I got it kind of shimmed up here. Well, here we go. All right, here's the second bush being put in. I didn't see any sense in filming all the, me pumping that thing all the way down in here. I'll get it even there. Okay. All right. It's looking pretty flush. I might flip it around and push the other side in a skosh. We'll see. I'm gonna probably test fit it up into the bike before I do that. I've test fit the pin in both directions. I'm gonna take it out and see how it fits in between the frame here. The next step, before I decide to if I need to push that one in just a little bit more. Yeah, I have to do some touch-up paint before I do the final assembly. All right, took a little bit to get it in there. Nothing, no special tools required. Just kind of twist, kind of slide it in there at an angle, and then well, I added this bracket, so that takes away some of my clearance getting past that rear motor mount. But yeah, little twist around there and get it in, and kind of see it lines up there. Either way, I get either side lined up. Once I slid it in there, a couple little love taps with the dead blow. Nothing too dramatic. But yeah, gonna do some touch-up paint, and then start putting this thing back together. Yeah, it's not too tight in there. It fits right in. Okay, got the touch-up paint on there. The black paint on it tomorrow. Using some of this Rust-Oleum. A little foam brush. Not sure if this will matter or not. Maybe help somebody out here. That socket I used, there's a cup or whatever on the bottom there to keep the inner bushing from getting pushed upon with an inch and quarter. I don't know, some Chinesium socket. And the one I used to drive the bushing was a 15/16 S&K deep well. I'm sure, assortment. Most guys working on stuff probably got a pretty good assortment of sockets, but yeah, give you an idea what I use there. Yeah, gonna put some black paint on it tomorrow. Other than that, yeah, circle back around to this in the morning once this is dry. All right, got the first coat of black paint on there. Again, using this Rust-Oleum. If I shine a light on it, it looks a little thin in some areas, so I'll have to come back and put a little bit more on tomorrow. Yeah, that's all I got for today. Be back in here in the morning and another coat on it. All right, it's the next day after that first coat of black. Do a second coat of black on there. Same stuff, obviously. It was could see some primer in some areas with the flashlight. Probably wouldn't have been a real big deal, but I just figured, hey, it's out. Get another second coat on her and let it dry. It's not like losing a day on this is that big of a deal at this point. But yeah, I'll get the swing arm either in there tomorrow or this weekend. Make some headway on swing arm, rear shocks, rear tire, Start getting the words roller again. That'd be nice. All right, second coat of paint on there. Looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks a lot better without that piece was in there between there. It looks a lot better with that taken out. All right, gonna stick between the frame rails here to get the pin in. All right, got swing arm in there. Haven't drawn down the nut. Gonna set everything up and get some weight on the swing arm with the wheel on there and all that. Before I do that, I got shocks in right now. Putting on the brake hub sprocket. Yeah, moving along. All right, let's try that again. I had to loosen up that nut there on the that brake arm. If anybody didn't know, that's keyed. Slide over it. Slides into the swing arm there. Yep, had to loosen that up. Wasn't lining up with this hole here on this swing arm lug. Dial that back in. That'll all get kind of fine-tuned once engine's in there and the chain's on and all that. All right, got that on, snugged up. It'll all get fine-tuned, like I said. Yeah, this bolt here. It's kind of just wanted that lined up there. I mean, probably adjusting that anyhow. That stuff there. Yeah, chain guard. Yeah, they can kind of be pain in the butt on these, I guess. I put them on with the wheel on, with the wheel off, either way. Yeah, I'll just stick the wheel on, then put the chain guard on afterwards. My Thunderbolt, I don't even run a chain guard. It's more of a woods bike, if you will. Not really like this bike. I'm kind of trying to keep this as close to stock as I want, with add a little bit of reliability. But yeah, I'll put the chain guard on this one after I do the wheel. Yep, time to throw the wheel on. All right, got the wheel back on. You know, they're butted up there against the stops, but that could change. Careful. Haven't thrown the chain on yet, obviously, so yeah, it might change once I get the engine in there. So yeah, brake's got a little bit of drag to it. Probably gonna maybe move those shocks to the medium setting. I'll sit on it, see how it feels, take it for a ride. Might, you know, once it's up and going, I might have to adjust those later. But yeah, that's it for today. Going to throw the chain guard on tomorrow in the morning. Brake lever, tighten that pin up. I need to look in the book for a torque for that. Put that filter deal on there, the filter adapter. Yeah, basically today I'm gonna get the swing arm in and the back wheel on, and well, good enough for today. Gotta head to work. That's it for now. Okay, I was digging around for some torques for the nut on the swing arm, and yeah, didn't see anything on the general data or in the install removal section either. Couldn't find nothing in that book either. So I tightened it up with the Loctite. I also did it with it on the center stand. I've read or heard people doing it both ways: weight on wheels, weight off wheels. This thing will spend more time weight off wheels, so that's kind of where I went. It's going to live most of its life on the stand, so that's where I torqued it on the stand. Just good and tight. Socket size that I had it would fit on there was a 32 millimeter. All right. Going to continue on with some more stuff here and get back to the video. All right, here we are next day, back on the A65 Lightning here. Let's see. Didn't really find a torque for the nut. Pretty much that's it right there. Just tighten her up. So I got shocks on, wheel back in there, all that. Yesterday, I got the nut tightened up. I'll put chain guard back on. It's original, definitely not new. I was going to put the brake on and the pegs, but I decided I'll hold off on that until I get the engine back in. No big rush. I'm actually going to step away from this for about a month, maybe longer. Depends on how fast I get this sled together I'm working on. But yeah. The bolts for that adapter there, filter adapter, they just clear those engine plates. Pretty tight. See how that all pans out in time. Some flexible hoses, keyword flexible, and good routing. I think it'll be fine. But yeah, as I said, I got a sled to put together. Winter's coming soon, summer's ways away, so take a break from this for probably, like I say, a month. Probably turn out to be a month and a half or 2 months. Which gives me time to decide if I want to put the original engine in or rebuild engine. Yeah, this book here, I don't seem to find as much info as I do in the older books, but yeah, if you got one of these, that's great, but picking up a shop manual is definitely more stuff. I did mention in one of the videos I was going to do a fender extension. I think that filter will be fine. No, it's I don't ride any gravel or dirt or rocks or anything. I was going to use one of these old Marvel mystery cans for a fender extension. I actually used the other can, I believe it's a pint can for a battery cover for the 69 Thunderbolt I got. It has high pipes. I put high pipes on it, but it didn't have side covers anyways for the oil tanker battery. So instead of looking at the ugly white battery, I figured I cut that up and bent it around, wrapped it. Just put my marks on the other side for the full and low for fluid. Yeah, that'll look a lot better in there. That bike's over in like a cold storage, I guess, if you will. But I'll throw that in the spring. I'm gonna go throw it in the basement on the tender, and I'm gonna go through these videos and put them all together, do some editing. And my kid mentioned, kids are funny. I need to show my face. You got to show them your face, she said. So, yeah, let's see. See my ugly mug here. There you go. That's the clown working on this stuff. All right. So, yeah. Like, subscribe, comment. Take her easy. Later.